I've been feeling kind of aimless, kind of goalless these past couple of days, and that's been affecting my mood, but not negatively. It's more I want to reframe what I'm doing, what I'm learning, and I'm going to demonstrate that here on the channel. So today I'm going to cut to the chase. Let's start showing you different methods of how to learn languages or how to practice conversations. I'm going to try to create new teaching techniques and tips and kind of experiment here on the channel. And if that's something you're interested in, smash like so I can show you more or demonstrate different techniques that I think that are going to be beneficial for those who are learning languages, not just here on the channel, but for your friends and family if they're trying to learn any languages. So without further ado, let's get started. Adventurous. Like, that's probably my biggest problem right now. As much as I want to build and do things, I don't like this here. As much as I want to build and do things and go places and experiment with language and learning and all those super cool fun things, I don't want to forget the fact that what I'm trying to stay true to is the adventure of life. And that's what I want to keep a hold of. Today's lesson learned, turn the mundane into the fundane. I wanted to play to my strengths today, right? I wanted to talk about a style of learning, maybe through gaming. Let's see, play to my strengths. What does playing to my strengths look like? I was thinking about how to make language learning not fun, but a little bit more engaging, and at least without a conversation partner. So let's just look at the design, okay? I'm just gonna take pieces, and every day I'm thinking about what to do. Because remember, today it's about the reflection. I don't want to lack the adventure, but I want to create the adventure, okay? So let's look at the pieces, let's get started. Okay, so I like games and I like teaching, and these two things combined, I don't know if it will be corny or not corny, but let's go ahead and take an idea and see how I can create a game out of nothing. At least the idea. I like conversations. I think that's the best way to create a long-lasting language learning process. Now, the thing about conversations is that you need two people. In order for you to get fluent or to get better in a language or in anything, really, you want to play with somebody, or you want to talk with someone who has a better skill than you, right? So at least +1. So if you were at 0 on a scale of 0 to 10, and you were competing with someone who was at absolute 0 and competing with someone who was a +1, then your course of action was you would try to meet each other in the middle, or you would try to get better than your opponent. So I have to develop a game where you can +1 an opponent even if they don't know how to speak the language. Now that's my task right now. Now, why did I think of this before? I don't know. I think it's probably a terrible idea. Maybe I can make preset cards, like preset answers to topics, just in case someone doesn't know how to speak the language, right? So let's choose a simple topic. Movies, food. People like food. I'll draw something like a hot dog. This is a terrible hot dog. Now, what's a pre-made answer? Simple answers for someone who is not learning a language or someone who wants to learn a language. Let's think of the basics, right? Like, eat, don't like, and some negatives. So I like, or I love, I eat, I don't, I cook. Okay, this is starting to make a little bit more sense now. I'm gonna create a topic, some cards, and then kind of shuffle them up and to see if you can get a +1 out of someone who doesn't speak the language whatsoever. Now, I know that reading the language is part of it, and you don't know how to read English. That'll make this quite difficult, but I'm going to assume that the person who is on the other side of learning the language is learning at least the basics. Enough to do the basics, right? Enough to do the basics. I cook, I like, I love, something like that. So that can help create like a new foundation of learning the language, at least English. That's what I'm going to start with now. And then I think I'll do a French one like real quick. So on the left side, I'm gonna have negative topics. On the right side, I'm gonna have positive responses. So these are gonna be the responses. In the middle, I'm thinking about having topics or at least a picture. All right, we'll see. Like hot dog, like that. Or maybe the phrase. I think the phrase, I don't, oh. Better. I don't know, maybe there's a list. Maybe I could draw a card and say, hot dog. I like hot dog. That's +1. Or someone else draws the food, right? This will just be food. So these 3 cards, and then we can make the game from there. I like gets you 1 point. I don't like gets you 1 point. 1 and 1. But maybe it's a +1, -1 type of game where I can make them say, you know, you get +1, you like this, -1, you don't like this. So I like, I don't like. I like pizza. I like burgers. +1. Let me get more topics. Or you can vote. You don't like it. The sentence has to be different. You change the sentence, you change the pronoun, right? I, you, we. We'll try that one. Pronouns. Terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. Okay. Maybe language games don't really work well with education. Or I'm just coming at this the wrong way. A language game? What am I thinking of? Okay. Topics. Food, pizza, burger, hot dogs. I like, I don't. I like and I don't like pile. This makes a little bit more sense. So I'm gonna have a bunch of these like mixed in. Here it's gonna be a few of the topics. Your points card here. Boom. So I'll go first. I don't like pizza. It's 1 point for me. Or you don't like pizza. Let's keep it simple. 1 point for me. I like burgers. Oh, let's change the pronoun. So it's like basic math. Don't is just -1, -1, +1, +1. Perfect. This time you go first. Don't hot dog. Now you have a choice. You can say I don't like hot dogs for +1. You can tell me you don't like hot dogs for +1, or we don't like it. Both of us -1. Oh, that's too powerful. Oh, we could put we in here. We don't. They don't. We like, they like. This will be the +2, -2. I gotta put foods in here. Soup. Okay, you go first. You don't like chicken. So I get -1 and then you are at 0. That's done. I go next. Boom. I like burgers. Right, I'm 0 and you're 0. 0, 0. Your turn. You like hot dog. You are at +1. They like pizza. They like pizza. We both go +2. 2. And you're at 3. We don't like soup. Now this is gonna go back and forth until we run out in the pile, and that total score will be used to see who the winner is. And maybe if you go through some new topics, that can help whoever's practicing basic level English to play a simple game in studying simple English vocabulary words and sentence structure. Let me know what you think. So that was trying to find some aim in these next couple of days. I want to get back into my adventure mode, so don't hate on me too much, guys. I'm trying to figure stuff out. All right, have a good night. Peace.